Hey everyone, Helkat here, and welcome to another episode of Helkat Does Diablo Monk Edition, Episode 2. So, as you can see here, I probably look a little bit different than from when we left off. The reason for this is because Diablo 3 had a new patch which wiped out all the characters. So I started over and got back up to level 7 and tried to get pretty much to where we left off before. So if you want to look, the items I have this time is I have a magic helm, which is 21 armor, health globes grant plus 14 life. I got a magic chest, which is 3 armor, monster kills grant 2 experience. A belt, 6 armor, 2% better chance of magical items. Melee attackers take 2 damage per hit. I've got 2 rings. I've got one that regenerates through life per second, one that regenerates or has 4% better chance of finding magical items. I have an adventuring cudgel equipped in my offhand, which is 11.4 DPS. Monster kills grant plus 2 experience. I've got scouting shoes, 3% better chance of finding magical items. And in my main hand, I have a 14.6 DPS superior axe. So with the patch, there were quite a few changes. One of the first changes I noticed while re-leveling up this character is that you unlock your third skill slot at level 4 instead of level 6. Also, starting at level 6, you start unlocking runes for your skills. I haven't quite looked at that yet, so I'm not quite sure how it works. Runes change your skills, making them more powerful and versatile. Left click your primary skill to attach a rune, or to attune a rune. And as you can see, this is something else that has changed. The skill interface here has changed. I don't really care for it, but it is what it is. They might change it again, or they might leave it this way, who knows. So let's left click here and see what this rune thing does. So it says there are 5 runes for each skill. Left click a rune to assign it to a skill. So the first option is no rune. This one I unlocked, and it generates, oh no, that's the skill. It says Bounding Light. Every third punch releases chain lightning instead of causing knockback. So this skill causes knockback, I guess, every third punch. And attaching this rune will release chain lightning instead of causing knockback. So that seems nice, and it's the only rune I have anyway. So we'll attach it, and we'll look at Deadly Reach. I have no rune for that. I don't have Exploding Palm. So these skills are actually my only 2 primary skills. They broke skills into different sets. Primary skills, which is going to be skills you assign to your left mouse button. Secondary skills, which are skills you would assign to your right mouse button. Defensive skills, which starts when you start assigning skills to your hotkeys. Conviction, which are just different, I guess, sort of skills based on your class mechanic and technique similar. Focus, okay. So if I look at defensive, it does not look like I have any runes for it. Although, I might have to do this. Yes, okay. So instead of just being able to have a list here, I have to click on each skill type to really take a detailed look and assign runes to each skill. So Dashing Strike, quickly dash and strike an enemy, which by the way I got before Lashing Tail Kick. So the order in which you acquire skills has also changed as well. Alright, so Dashing Strike increases your movement speed after striking an enemy, if I attach it to that, and Lashing Tail Kick, okay, maybe I can only attach it to Dashing Strike. Alright, well let's take a Lashing Tail Kick. Well, that's defensive. That's where I have it assigned, is a defensive slot. Blinding Flash, I have no runes for. So let's go back to Dashing Strike, which means I have to go all the way back to secondary and equip it here. So that has a rune as well now. It looks like this didn't There we go. Also, something that is new is when you switch out skills, the cooldown has been reduced. It's been cut in half. So instead of taking 30 seconds for you to be able to use a skill after you swapped out, it now only takes 15 seconds. Now, in here, after this interface change, there is an option that says elective mode, enable ability to modify skill and item placement on the action bar, and I have it selected, and I hit apply and everything, and it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe let me unselect it and see. So I'm trying to right click to, you know, change out my skills like you could before, and nothing happens. Let's take a look at the skills window. Okay, so I guess what this does is now in my defensive skill spot, I can't switch between skills to assign something different. So lashing tail kick is not a defensive skill, and if I didn't have it equipped here, I wouldn't be able to equip it from this window. So let's test that theory out. Options. So let's re-add that, accept. Well, let's make sure I didn't hit apply. Okay, apply, accept, return to game. And I still cannot right click on these to change these skills out. So let's take a look at skills again. And I have defensive. Okay, so that's what it does. It puts these arrows up here, so if I want to assign a skill that is not a defensive skill to my number 1 hotkey, I can do that, which is something I like to do, because I don't want to be limited as to which skills I can assign where. Alright, so something else that changed is health potion is no longer bound to the number 5 hotkey. It's now bound to Q, something I didn't notice until I desperately needed a health potion and very nearly died, because I was mashing 5 and not Q. Another thing I noticed is that the monsters seem to be a bit harder. Not necessarily harder, so much as there appears to be a the harder monsters appear to be occurring earlier in the game. So like the frozen monsters, the special type of monsters that are not necessarily boss type monsters, are coming sooner in the game, which is making it harder. I died a couple of times. It's kind of sad. So anyway, we left off here and we were getting ready to take a look at crafting. So let's go over here and take a look. So you've got forge armor, forge weapons. You can train your merchant or your blacksmith here, and you get these little books. Well, right now it says I could train 250. It says no required materials to train. Before, even to train the first level, I believe you had to have a training book or a knowledge book, essentially. But every time you train, you get access to new things that he can make. So let's train. Okay, so far I'm still not requiring a book. I ran out of gold. That's another thing, as I noticed. I don't seem to be getting the massive amounts of gold I was getting before. I've been running out of gold pretty quick. But anyway, let's take a look. So you have to salvage at the blacksmith now, whereas before you could salvage straight from your inventory. So click that. And magic boots. These look a little better. 7 armor, 4% better chance of finding magical items. And attackers take per hit. So let's undo that. And let's equip these, and we'll salvage those. So salvaging gets you essentially different crafting components. I don't need a crossbow, I don't need this, I don't need that. Can't use it, can't use it, can't use it. I didn't really care for any of these rings over the rings I already had, so I'm gonna salvage those. I could be saving these for my other characters, but whatever. Don't want that. Don't want it. Nope. Nope. And nope. Alright. So let's take a look at what we can make. So let's forge armor. I'm not sure what the little star next to it means. Maybe it means that it's new. Okay, so required level 9, required level 8, required level 8, required level 7. Okay, that is 11 times better than what I have. And I can make it. And crafting apparently costs money as well. Like, yay, an achievement. Alright, so I got 16% vitality, 16% extra gold for monsters. That will be useful. And as you can see, it shows here, when you're hovering over the item you want to craft, the possible stats you could get. So let's equip that. And I'm going to salvage this shirt. Oops, wrong button. Alright. So, other than the coat, or the armor, if I had more money, I could make some bracers, or some, well no, not boots, because apparently I need to be level 9 for that. Well, I could make them, but I would have to be level 9 to use them. And there's quite a few different weapons here I could make. And, well, there's the training. And if I recall correctly, and I'll have to log out to verify this, but I believe your blacksmith maintains his level and his crafting abilities across all your characters. So let me log out real quick and check that out. Alright, so I made a witch doctor and got into the town really quick. As I said before, my previous characters are deleted, so I had to restart here. But if you take a look, the artisan experience and his level, just like your gold, does carry across all your characters. So you don't have to constantly retrain up your artisans for each new character you make. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to my monk. Alright, so here we are back on my monk. And while I was switching, I took a quick look at the Diablo 3 beta patch notes, patch number 13. And I was correct, there was a change into the amount of gold dropped by monsters. I, however, was incorrect in saying that it decreased. It's actually been increased. For whatever reason, it just seemed to me like I've been getting less money. So, I don't know. And also, the health and damage of all monsters in the game have been adjusted. And it doesn't say whether or not it's been adjusted up or down, so I could not tell you. Alright, so now we have to find Leoric's Passage. And now we're going to Cathedral level 2. Such a nice, pretty door opening cinematic animation thing. And descend through the cathedral. So what we're doing here is we're looking for the next floor of the cathedral. And
it was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
knowing my luck, it'll take me like 30 minutes to find this next floor. I'm not sure what the deal is with the lag there. Graphics lag.
You are defeated.
Ooh, focused wanderer hat. Let's see what that's all about. Not for me. So, moving right along. That's not cool, dude. Shoot at me from across the screen.
Not enough spirit.
Lot o' monsters. Ooh, treasure chest.
I don't have enough spirit.
New belt. Warrior belt, not for I.
I need spirit.
I want to kill this guy first because it looks like he summons skeletons. It looks like there's probably another one down here.
I don't have enough spirit.
Did a nice little roundhouse kick in the wrong direction, but hey. Ow.
Not enough spirit.
Probably have another scroll from Lac Danon.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
I wonder what's down there. Guess I should have to go back and check it out. I was thinking maybe this looped around, but I don't know, so... Looks like it loops back up that way, though. Or not. It's just a dead end. But we get to hear more from
I will
Lac Danon.
forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
I need spirit.
I keep managing to teleport and cast my kick into the wrong direction. Nice little skill. It's very useful, launching kicks in wrong directions. More shit I can't use. That's got more armor, but my belt is magical, and I like magical items. Oh, cathedral, next level, where could you be? Apparently not this way. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that have been playing this beta religiously past every wipe that has all of these maps memorized and find this stuff faster than me, but oh well. Aha! Next level. Yay! Cathedral level 3. Checkpoint. Woohoo! Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Maintain your incantations. He will soon turn.
Ave Magistros.
Not enough spirit.
Ave Registras. Your magic is weakening. I am free.
Only because I came.
I need spirit.
Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must destroy the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
I don't have enough spirit.
That spell is so much fun. As you can see, this warrior's kind of following me around now, helping me out. He's not an actual follower per se yet. You know, I can't equip him or do his skills and all of that. I gotta get to his equipment first, which I think is usually down this way. Maybe not. Yeah, it just leads back around. La-di-da. Okay,
Down this way.
down this way.
There am I. He's free! Do not let him rearm!
I like how he didn't even help me with that fight. He just went back to the treasure chest.
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
Agreed. Let us fight together.
Alright, so... Okay, it looks like I can't equip him out yet. Alright, so I think I still got a little bit more to do in his quest before I can deck him out. And I have no idea what is with this frame rate drop. It wasn't happening before.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon rule this world! Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
No mercy for Jew.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Your books have no worth to me. They are yours.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
Alright, so now I have a follower, and it says, do you want the Templar to join you? If not, they will travel to town, and you can return there to get them at any time. And I have a time frame within which to accept or deny his request. So, yes.
It is good to fight with you again.
And I got an achievement for that, and I completed a quest. It says the Templar is now your follower. Left click to access the follower menu. Right click to talk to your follower. And I've got a new skill for him right off the bat. Intervene, taunts enemies when your health is low. Heal, heals you or the Templar. Well, let's go with a heal. Yes.
Well chosen.
Followers can be equipped with new weapons, rings, and amulets. Templar relics. So that looks like something I can't equip him with until he's level 18. And also here it looks like for each level of that's locked here, so level 10, 15, and 20, I get to choose one of 2 spells. Alright, let's see what we've got that I can equip with him. He's got hand, offhand, 2 fingers, and neck. So 9 armor, 53 armor. So we'll give him that.
Ah, good.
And I don't have any rings in my inventory currently. That's a 7.2, 7.2, 5.5. Alright, it looks like that's it for him for now. Up. Alright, so moving right along. Going to go to level 4. Now we are searching for the royal crypts.
What is this?
I don't know, but let's kill it.
A worthy foe.
So there's a named mob shooting in the back.
Life grows stronger with it.
And I've got level 8. Looks like I've also unlocked a new room. A couple of new skills, maybe.
My injuries are less severe. Not enough spirit.
What a monstrous
Alright, so that guy's dead. I got stuck. Phew! Alright, let's see what kind of loot. Got a staff, which says 14.6. 9.8 magic sword, which I could probably give to him. 7.2, 9.8, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So appreciative. Oh, that's useful. Slightly more useful. I think everything else I've got is pretty much magical. Yep. Alright, so moving right along. That's right, I got some new skills and things too. Let's check those out.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
That says it's new, but I don't think it is. I really, really do not like this new interface. Breath of Heaven. Heal yourself and nearby allies. Alright, so that's going to be in my one spot for now, and we'll check it out. I'll probably switch back to the kick, though. really needed a heal yet. I'll have to try it out next time I see some archers behind a barricade like that, but I wonder if my little flashy teleport thing right there would teleport me to the archers behind the barracks. Or barricade, I mean. Aha! The Royal Crypts. Alright, so I had a bit of a crash earlier, loading into the Royal Crypts, and I had a bit of my footage lost. So instead of re-recording the whole 30-minute footage or something, I'm just re-recording this part. So you'll see a bit of discrepancy from where I cut the movie before. Such as, you know, this is a higher level, I'm a higher level. So
that ability is
that'll
not
be
yet
different, and
recharged.
then when I cut this, it'll go back to me being a lower level, since the footage that I lost is kind of in the middle towards the end here. If it was at the beginning, I would have just redone the whole thing, but I really don't want to redo the whole 35-minute or whatever video all the way up to this point. So I just reset the quest, which is something I'll talk about in the next video on how that works. So I just reset the quest so that way I could start from where I lost the footage.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Poor King Leoric. Oh no, it's King Leoric.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
Yes, yes I do.
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
That is true also. So he activates these little pillars that spawn the little undead guys. This is where teleport comes in super handy. It makes me very happy. I love this teleport spell. And that takes care of that. Now it's time to just finish off Skeletons. Yay, free gold. I did discover that I can teleport through closed doors. I can't teleport across this gap here, though. And it's not really teleport, I know, it's dashing strike. But it's close enough to teleport for me. See, I went through the door, but I still have to open it, otherwise my dude won't come through the door.
Evil has been rebuked!
Yes, yes it has. Lots of bases here to destroy. Terrible, evil, horrible bases. hiding all my money. What's behind door number 1? More bases. Yay, treasure! Sucky treasure, boo. A new ring. Door number 2. Door number 3. Alright, so I'm gonna head back to town. And we are going to cut this episode here. And when episode 3 picks up, I will be back to the level I was before the lost footage. So it will kind of pick up where that left off. I just didn't want to cut this part out where you fight King Leoric's little pillars of doom there. So that's why I redid this at the higher level that I got to. So, what do you think of the monk so far? Is it a class you're interested in playing? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so very much for taking the time to watch and bearing with me while I have these technical difficulties. And please watch episode 3. Thanks again. Adios.